After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl.
Where?
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Duvernay with the ground. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Off he goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. On 1st down, it's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st. bootleg, it's Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot.
And he will get into the end zone. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, Lamb. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He'll go right and find his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Back to throw. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This has been some kind of march downfield now, and they pay it off with 6. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. He'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready.
That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. recovery. Good with the extra point. The Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete. It's the rookie from Ole Miss.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll go play action with Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, And it'll set up second down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Mingo, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle.
That is caught. What a throw. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up. Stroud to throw. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 54 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Here's Pierce. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. One more time, they try Pierce. And this time, he's in. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
One's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. To throw, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Dell motioning over. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Receiver in motion, headed left. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans 1st down. To throw is Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Duvernay with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Mingo, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself. Understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. In motion, Lamb. A run on 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And it'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On 4th down, Stroud. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have a Texans first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. and then some. Here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run with Pierce. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 35. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Pulled in by Vaughn. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Mingo, the man in motion. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down for Houston.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Match to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Schultz is the motion man. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. Stroud. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get about 5. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Left side. Punt by Lamb. Inside the 30. C.D. Lamb. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's got Dell for that one. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. It's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. It most likely was going to result in a sack.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
And the Cowboys have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions again. Commissioner Goodell doing the honors, handing the Lombardi Trophy to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
mentioned it to somebody that he had to drink toilet water one time.
Hi, Josh and Pooh. Girl, the one that I watched today.
Hell no, there's not enough money to make you do that. Toilet water?
Girl, this girl named Vanna today, they made her make a bowl of cereal inside of a toilet plunger. And she was at her mom's. And she did it.
No
They
way.
made her free. Yes, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. She got the actual plumber, or the plunger, and then she poured cereal and milk in it, and she was eating it. And then
No.
drank hot sauce. Then she got a piece of bread, and she got a clove stick of butter, and then she folded it, and then she ate it like a hot dog. That was a dare. Yeah. One of them, they were like, take a TV out of your house and go jump in your swimming pool with it. Like, y'all. It was insane. It was insane. And one of them was like, shave your eyebrow off. Yeah. I'd be tripping. I'd be fighting those. Thank you, country. Thank you so much. Yeah. It was y'all. I'm telling you. It was insane because I'm like, I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? Shave. Look, like if y'all ask me to shave my eyebrows right now, I would be like, no, I couldn't. Like I barely have eyebrows as it is. That's why I be drawing mine on. But if people was literally sending me like galaxies, or not even galaxies, but if they was sending me like the big gifts, but ain't no way I would like licking the bottom of the toilet.